long until he's standing?
So I can deal with him
Oh, it just happens? There's no, like, timeline?
No, it's different for every baby.
Ellie, calm down. Ellie, calm down.
So we've got everything loaded. We've got the Nova on top. Since we'll be gone for 2 weeks, we are taking Mom's Camaro to zMAX and Atlanta with us. We put the scooters up front in this trailer. So but we are leaving for zMAX. We're only 3 hours late. There was no mail. He's very wiggly.
He stops when he's sleeping sometimes.
He doesn't do the nose crinkle anymore.
Not as often.
So when he was really, really little, we used to put our finger under his nose and he'd go. But now he doesn't really do that. He just thinks that you're putting your finger in his mouth so he can teeth on your finger. And now he has actual teeth, so he like bites you and it hurts. So we are loaded and ready. The new trailer is super nice. Super excited to be taking it. Penny's at the door. Penny's waiting for you to tell her bye. So we have stopped for fuel. We are at a Love's truck stop, and I did not know this, but apparently, a pipeline got hacked into, and it's all shut down. So everybody and their brother is trying to get fuel, gas, diesel, whatever. We went to a gas station, diesel fuel station, whatever, and they were literally out. So we called up the road. They were like, we just got like 9,000 gallons. Everyone's lining up here to get fuel. And they genuinely were not kidding. Everyone is lined up to get fuel here. So literally when a truck pulls out, usually another one is already in line up to get in that spot. I've never seen a truck stop so full in my life. Like, everyone has probably got someone behind them right now. They're like 2 to 3 trucks deep right now, and every pump, they had to reset the pumps because the pumps went down because everyone was trying to fuel at the same time. Super crazy. But we've got fuel and the world has gone bonkers. We got in line for stacking about yesterday, maybe around 5 o'clock. I'm not really sure what time, exact time it was. But we've been sitting and stacking. It's probably about 10:15 in the morning right now. So that whole lot over there was like filled with rows, but they've been working that down, and now it's these rows left on this side. But they've only been taking like 5 breaks a time at like every 10-15 minutes. So, and they started at like 8:30 this morning. So it's definitely been a process. So everyone's just kind of waiting around for their turn to get taken now, I guess. I think the other side is pretty much completely done almost. So then they'll start with him and go back, and then them, and then us go back, and then they'll keep going down the rows. So yep, today's just getting in and parked and whatever, and I think it's Thursday. So that's pretty much all we're doing today. We are in and parked at zMAX. So I've never posted about Bristol on my channel because I haven't been to Bristol in about 3 years now, but it gives off a very Bristol dragway vibe for me, especially like with the tower and the tunnels under the track. Super interesting. We are actually on the asphalt. We're actually kind of butted up against the pros. You can see the 2 blue rakes right there, and like right in between them, they've got their setup. So we're literally butted up against the pros right there. And then there's one of the scoreboards right here. There's another one. But they definitely have us packed in here pretty dang tight. Unfortunately, some of our friends that we like to pal around with got put on the other side in the grass. Grass would have been more ideal for us because of the dogs, which there's mine. She's looking for me, watching. We have to clip it because she'll get out. She'll push the gates open. But yeah, it's definitely not a bad spot at all. I've never been here, so getting around is kind of interesting because I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm looking for, really. But it's definitely not a bad time. I'm excited to go explore a little bit. And to get to the other side of the track, you have to go under the track through the tunnel, which I literally haven't done that in years, because usually when we would go to Bristol, all the gates would be closed because all the kids would go in there and set off firecrackers or whatever, so they would all get in trouble and they'd have to close the gates down there. But yeah, so we are in and parked, and tomorrow we have 2 time runs, I believe, and first round later tomorrow. So it's only about 1:20 here. We were parked a little before noon, I think. It's just getting a little dark out here. The sun is setting. The track is super nice, and we've been here probably about a full day now between stacking and getting in. It definitely gives me Bristol vibes, which I'm pretty sure I've already said that. The tower gives me definite Bristol vibes, with the sign and everything. But it's definitely really cool up here. So there are actually two sides of lanes, the left side and the right side. So sometimes they'll pull stalkers from both sides, so it's kind of hard to get matched up with your person. So this is, I guess, the left side. Yeah, so this is the left side of the staging lanes, and you pull up right here, and then from the right side you pull up over there in that opening, and you can kind of see the lanes. But it's definitely super cool. I really like it because I haven't been to Bristol in a few years, and it gives me Bristol vibes. And I keep saying that, but I absolutely love Bristol. Like, it's one of my favorite tracks in the world, because I basically grew up there every summer. So I get to check off another racetrack on my list that I've raced at with the Nova. I've raced at several racetracks with my junior, but now it's just the Nova, so we are checking more and more off. I'm hoping we get to go to Bristol later this year with my car. I'd really love that. So I'm trying to talk Dad into that, but I'd love to go back to Indy next year, and I'd love to go to Ohio, to Norwalk, because I really want the ice cream from Norwalk. I'm not gonna lie.
here. There's a line back there, 3 wide at the fuel, and man, the NHRA officials are not happy. That guy, whew, he was hot. But so made our first run in Charlotte. It's been really good. See if this thing takes weight. And good to go. Hey, you're the drag week guy. All right. 3350. All right. So I talked to Autumn about what this thing ran. For some reason, I thought it was going to run a little faster than that, maybe. Mile an hour was still way higher than I assumed it would be.
What was your light?
I have no idea.
Oh. Because yeah, they announced that one car had a 007 light, and that was the second one off the line.
Yeah, Rover was 003 to your 007.
Just call me James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, Autumn, I'm a little surprised that the mile an hour didn't go down.
It was our first time changing anything that they were in, so.
Yeah, I just kind of figured that would make enough difference to where it would at least kill the mile an hour a little. Oh, you know what? I didn't look at the 60 foot. 60 foot didn't change either. All right, so we changed the gear and didn't.
Maybe it made it slower.
Huh?
Maybe it made it slower.
Yeah, maybe it made it slower. Maybe it doesn't like that.
That's gonna piss me off to have a slow ass car for 2 weeks.
Well, listen, I can tell you this. It actually looked like it left better.
Left really good.
Yeah, I thought.
Felt like it hooked probably better than it has in a while.
Yeah, I think it left
And I
good.
definitely, when I left, I was like, ooh, that shit hooked.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at the tickets, but for some reason, that 155 60 foot just doesn't seem.
Maybe this track's just different.
Yeah, this track might be a little slow. We've never been here before, and so they had.
And usually the car is slower on the first pass out of the trailer, and that's been proven for us every single time. I don't know why.
Yeah, not that much slower though. What did we run? Okay, so the last time we were in SGMP or whatever, what was it? I'll have to get the tickets, find out what it was running. I can't remember. Yeah. So, 2 things. Number one, I had heard that Lonnie Grimm, who actually was the tech guy that took care of all the drag week stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know his background other than seeing him when I was at Drag Week and following Drag Week. I see him. I heard he was the new national tech director for NHRA, which he was sitting down there at the scales. I was surprised. He was over there. Wasn't a rumor, definitely true. He's an NHRA guy now. The second thing is there was a NHRA guy down there, a tech guy, and he was, woo, man, he was talking like 300 mile an hour, and I got my first like talking to about a body infraction where the hood doesn't fit properly. He said that
Right
we
now?
need to fix it. Yeah.
We've never been talking to
Well,
him.
listen, you show up at a different rate, at a different tracks, different divisions, and you end up with, well, I mean, you don't know what, like I've never even seen this tech guy before.
What's wrong with the hood?
It sticks up in the back. It doesn't fit properly. He said it didn't fit like that from the factory, and it shouldn't fit like that.
So do we have to have it fixed before next round?
Well, we'll work on it a little bit, see what we can do. You know, we don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to break the rules. I don't want to whatever. And listen, the one thing I've learned is that there are just certain things that they're going to kind of pick at sometimes. They kind of, hey, they're going to go along at one race and they're checking everybody's belts or helmets or whatever. But I don't know, maybe today's the fitment of the body lines. He did say, hey, the car is beautiful, love the car, but you got to make the hood fit better. So we're gonna get on that. And now I'm gonna be honest with you, the hood thing, it's a performance thing. So if you run no air cleaner, the last thing you want is a hood that's close to the carburetor. It's harder for the carburetor to get an unobstructed flow of air straight above it. So you move the hood up. Move the hood up. Half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, and it gets the hood 3/4 of an inch away from the carburetor. Doesn't really make that much difference to us because we run an air filter. This car doesn't run any faster without one, so it doesn't matter. But
The only reason it doesn't fit is that we took it all apart and everything never fit after we took it
yeah,
all apart.
it's the hinges. The hinges are goofy. So the other thing is that the car actually, the car was rolling on the starting line. When she went to the floor, it was pulling forward just a tiny bit. So we're going to, I really need to try to address that. The other fix for that is Autumn's gonna have to hold the line lock and let the button go when she lets the clutch go. I just don't have her do that because it's one more thing to think about. So I'm gonna adjust the clutch a little bit, just the linkage, and we'll in another couple hours move back up for time run number 2. We'll see what happens.